Hello children, in previous class we have studied about light, properties of light, sources of light, luminous objects and non-luminous objects. Let's continue with the lesson.
Transparent, translucent and opaque objects. In the previous chapter, you have already learned how to sort out substance based on transparency. Observe the given picture and identify what will happen if light fall on these objects. When a ray of light fall on any object, the object may allow light to pass through it completely. Next one, only a part of light to pass through it, or no light to pass through it at all. Based on this property of light, objects are classified as transparent, translucent or opaque objects. Objects that allow light to pass through them completely are called transparent objects. Tell me some examples. Very good. Glass, water, pure air, plastic and cellophane sheet. Objects that allow only a part of light to pass through them are called translucent objects. Tell me some examples. Very good. Sunglass, butter paper, frosted glass and wax. Clouds are translucent objects. That's why on a cloudy day we cannot see the sun, but sunlight is present everywhere. Objects that do not allow any light to pass through them are called opaque objects. Tell me some examples. Very good. Wood, stone, metal or wall. Next is rectilinear propagation of light. Have you observed light coming from a projector in a cinema hall? Or sunlight entering a dark room through a small opening of a window? Can you guess how does light travel? Light travels in a straight line. Suppose you look at a burning candle through a straight pipe and a bent pipe, as shown in the following image. In which case would you be able to see the burning candle? If we try to look at a light source through a bent object, it will not be visible, but it is clearly visible through a straight pipe. This shows that light travels in a straight line. This phenomenon is called rectilinear propagation of light. Next is ray and beam of light. There are certain basic terms associated with light. Example, a ray of light, a beam of light. Let's discuss these terms. Point source, a tiny source of light like a pinhead. Second one, extended source, any source of light which is bigger than the point source. Ray, a very narrow or single line of a light is called a ray of light. Next, beam. Collection of light rays is called a beam of light. A beam of light coming from a point source spreads in all directions. Next is shadow. A shadow is formed when light is blocked by an opaque object. This also supports the rectilinear propagation of light. Look at the given pictures. Observe the intensity of darkness of the shadow in each case. An opaque object blocks all the light falling on it and thus forms a dark shadow. A translucent object blocks a part of a light falling on it, so it forms a faint shadow. A transparent object does not block any light, hence, no shadow is formed. Conditions for the formation of a shadow. Can you see our shadow in dark room? No. Do we require anything for the formation of shadow? Yes, light is required. Three important conditions are required for the formation of a shadow. There must be a source of light. There must be an opaque object. There must be a screen to obtain the shadow.